We are back here live from the Shar Center. Final score: William Mary 62, Elon 43 on our Pepsi postgame show. We're joined by head coach Erin Dickerson Davis. Coach E, started out really strong, and then that second quarter things got a bit hairy there for a second, but a great response in the second half.
Yeah, so what I'm learning is that, in practice, we practice being down, right? And I think that's something that has helped us in these close games. But we haven't really practiced being up. And I feel like going up in the second quarter, we just weren't prepared to keep our foot on the gas. And that's just something that I know we're going to have to prepare for moving forward. And then obviously Elon made some really good adjustments. They're a better team than shooting 12% in the first quarter. So we knew that they would come after us, and I do think that we struggled a bit. We allowed them to kind of dictate the energy and how fast and how hard we were playing, and that's why we struggled to score. But then after a little bit of fussing in the locker room, I think we came out in the second half and really did what we were supposed to do. Kudos to my team for the third quarter. I think we were down 11-9 in that quarter at the media, and I told them, I'm like, they can only score 2 more points. That's it. They get 2 more points for the quarter, and we ended up winning the quarter 18-11. They didn't score any more points. So it's just, we tell our kids all the time, like, if we defend, we can score. If we defend, we can win. And I think that they kind of took that personally in the second half.
You talked about rebounding coming into this game. You got the edge in the glass, 36-28, but Bella Nascimento, a career high, 10 rebounds. Obviously, she had 21 points.
What?
Yeah, 10 rebounds for her. Her previous career high was 6. So yeah, I mean, and coming off the heels of Lex having 2 great rebounding games, how does that make you feel to see the guards getting the act rebounding the ball for you guys?
Well, we had a pretty ugly film session on Saturday where we just kind of showed our guards just standing around and not boxing out and just hoping that the post players did all the dirty work. And I just told them, I'm like, you guys got to be better. Like, you have to be able to help the post players. They're tied up with other post players down there. They're fighting, and then we allow a guard to come in and scoop the rebound. So super. I mean, I did not know she had 10 rebounds. I'll make sure that I celebrate that on Tuesday when we show some winning plays. I'll make sure that I show all 10 of her rebounds just to give her a little shout out.
And then defensively now you've held teams below 53 points in the last 3 games, last 4 games actually. Or no, 3 games. My apologies. But
I wish we could have held Virginia Tech to under 53.
Yeah, but so what do you think's worked well, defensively? We talked about it pregame, but what worked well today defensively?
Yeah, so we work on shell drill every day, which is just our defensive principles. I don't really get caught up in a lot of what the other team is doing. I'm just a firm believer in making sure that we play defense the way that we want to do it. It doesn't matter what the other team is doing. So we go over concepts that the other teams are going to do, but for the most part, we just talk about what our scout is. Are we protecting the paint? Are we running people off the line? That kind of thing, and just making sure that we're still in our gaps, we're still in midline. And I think that has helped us. It doesn't really matter what somebody is running because we're not focused on, how do I guard that set? We're really just trying to figure out how to keep them out of the paint. Elon, we knew they only attempt 6 threes per game, generally speaking, so we knew that they were going to try to get to the rim, especially after watching our A&T game and how he didn't defend the ball that well. So we just really talked about packing the paint, and I think they bought into it, and I think that's what the results show.
And then, Pass had a couple late buckets there, but really did a good job on her most of the game. Just talk about, I guess, you have some young guards in this team, but they went up toe-to-toe with one of the best young guards in this league and really kind of held her quiet.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that would happen. Cassidy Guetta, she's from this area. I knew that she would take it personally, defensively, especially because that's what she does, and that's what she knows that she could control every single night. And she wanted to have that personal matchup with Pass, and, she kind of gave her fits throughout the game. She's a great player. She still was able to score. She got a couple assists in there. I think 4 assists. She made some really good passes, but 5 turnovers, which is a little bit uncharacteristic for her, So just super proud of my youngins, super proud of my guards. They really stepped it up after I challenged them after the A&T game. So to see them really come back and bounce back was really good.
All right, we'll wrap things up here. Thanks, Coach. Once again, final score is 62-43. William and Mary takes down Elon and gets to 3-1 in CAA play. Jack Angelucci saying so long from the Shar Center. This has been the Tri-Sports Network from Van Wagner.